Yo, and then I wake up and I see Drake has responded back to Joe Budden. Now, nobody takes Joe Budden serious. Like, Joe Budden just be critiquing niggas. And I'm sorry that you niggas are trash, but you gotta be critiqued. Now, Joe Budden didn't mean no harm by saying that Drake's new album is mid, because it probably is. I haven't even heard shit past, I don't know, what the fuck was that shit? If you read This Is Too Late, I haven't heard anything past that. Maybe singles here and there, but for the most part, I didn't listen to that Scorpion shit. I ain't listened to that Drake and 21 Savage album. That shit looked gay. And they hijacked the cover of the fucking Vogue magazine, so I really wasn't feeling that, right? But this is weird because this is coming from a nigga that used to, once upon a time, kiss the kneecaps of Joe Budden. I'm gonna just let you hear the tape.
Yo, come on.
Okay, so I can't be honest on your network here. I can't be honest to your fans and say I'm honored to be around you. We all used to listen to you, so I don't need. You need to take. You need. That's what you need. You need to learn how to take compliments.
I think I take compliments.
No, you don't take compliments, bro. You think everybody bullshitting you.
I'm jaded, right?
I got this. Man, I'm genuinely saying it's an honor to be around Joe Budden. It's the first time we've met. You know what I'm saying, formally. And he's a great guy, man. Stop fucking.
You know what?
So now you got to see that. I think that's from like 2008 or 9, some shit like that, where Drake is actually kissing his kneecaps. So I don't know how he let this nigga get under his skin. And you know what? I'm bullshitting. I think I do know how he let this nigga get under his skin. If you actually admire a nigga and he didn't fare so well in the industry that you're in, and he took a jab at you every single solitary time he could, you probably feel some type of way, even though Joe Budden has been credited to say that Drake was the golden boy. So I don't know why he lets a lot of this shit get under the skin. However, he did, to the point where he least is, and this nigga is like the most emotional rapper. That's why people, I like Drake, right? On a scale of 10, he's like a good 7.5 in my book. He make bitch music. And when I say bitch music, he makes music for bitches. Like, most of that shit I couldn't listen to anyways because I'm a male. But he finally lashed out at Joe Budden. It says, Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you were doing in this clip because this actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just a reminder, you're watching a failure give their opinion on ideals of a recipe for success. A quitter, give your opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop in your bread had you broke living check to check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up at your shows in a dusty Nietzsche jeans. To screwed up face to mute music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. I guess he was saying mute music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. To any artist that's doing damn this new generation. He ain't even a new generation. Drake 37. Nigga, learn how to spell check, you idiot motherfucker. Don't let these opinions affect your mindset. After the fact, this guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering. You retired and we never hung up your jersey and we don't even remember your number. We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap not because you accomplished all that you could do. That's what I think it says, because this nigga's writing is fucked up. It wasn't working for you. I'd never want anybody in this generation to think that the whole everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. This is a man projecting his home self-hate and the fact that I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need it put simpler terms, God damn, this nigga's dumb. If you need it put in simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973 and flies first class on special occasions. Now, some of everything Drake said was true, right? And there is a saying that two things can be right at the same time. Now, is Joe Budden a failed rapper? I wouldn't necessarily say he was a failed rapper. I grew up in that era. I was 16 when Pump It Up came out. So I don't think that he's a technically failed rapper. I think Def Jam didn't know how to market him. That's what I'll say. The follow-up subsequent records, they still didn't know how to market him. When he got with Eminem and Slaughterhouse, all them niggas was dope. There was no reason why they didn't actually blow up like they should have. Like they should. We should be talking about Slaughterhouse as being one of the top 5 groups of all time. They didn't blow up once again because of marketing. Like the fact that you have Eminem in your group, Joel Ortiz, Joe Budden, Crooked Eye, and I think it was one more nigga. If I'm leaving a nigga out, who gives a fuck? There's no reason you should have all them lyrical, Royce the 5'9", all them lyrical niggas in the group, and the group didn't pop. Like, I think it was because they had a combination of, there was too much attention put on Eminem. They had a lot of like subpar beats and a lack of marketing. The label didn't infuse money like they do with Eminem because it had non-black and black niggas in the backdrop. So that's why Joe Budden's career kind of like stalled and dudded up. It wasn't because he failed and quit. He was literally forced to like do something else, because after 35, who the fuck is copying your records unless you're Eminem, Jay-Z, or Nas? So he was kind of wrong about that. Now, as opposed to him saying that he does everything that Joe Budden wanted to do or wanted to achieve in his 767 private jet, that's subjective. I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis. A lot of people don't want a lot of money. You'd be hard pressed to find a lot of people that really want to be gazillionaires and shit, right? As opposed to him saying that Joe got self-hate and he's projecting that. I don't think it's self-hate. I think you can actually, even though things don't work out for you, I think you can still give your honest critique on a person's project. Like, that doesn't mean that it's projection. I hate when people do this mental gymnastics. It's like you critique them and then they say, well, that's how you're feeling about yourself. It's like, no. Like, if you make a pizza and you spread shit on it, I like pizza, but I don't eat pizza with shit spread on as the paste. It's a nasty fucking pizza. And then we got old man Ebro. He said, how did Joe fail if the greatest artist of this generation is influenced by him? 99% of rappers are failures due to Drake's standards if Joe Budden is. What's up with niggas in these fucked up grammatical structures? I'm just not reading it right. Are 99% of you rappers are failures by Drake's standard if Joe Budden is? Okay, I guess I'm fucking up. But yeah, like, that's real shit. You can't have it both ways. If Joe Budden is a failure and you're influenced by him, that makes most of you niggas failures, including Drake. But a lot of these young niggas have beta male mentality. They think like bitches. So they don't really put a lot of stock into what they say. And then further on, they run into their own argument. My nigga, if you gonna kiss his kneecaps, at least you remember kissing his kneecaps to where you don't put your foot in your mouth 10 years later or 14 years later. However many fucking years later. But all in all, I think Joe Budden is right. The album probably is mid. I think Drake is he's entitled to his opinion. And on top of all that, for niggas like, mashing on you, eventually you're going to lash out. And I don't think that squeaky clean image holds up for nobody. I think if people take one too many swipes at you, you're going to swipe back. This is his swipe. However, he didn't actually put like a lot of thought into it because he forgot he kissed the nigga kneecaps back in 2008-9. So at least if you gonna like try to slam a nigga, at least kind of like remember that shit. Remember that you kissed his ass when you met him, so that you can actually go around that and actually hit him right where what he's talking about, not kind of like run right into it. In any event, I like talking about hip hop. It's one of the many topics that I'll run this video like 8 minutes. If you like this episode, subscribe, turn the notifications on, like, comment, and share. And if you don't like my opinion and you think I'm wrong about this or you're a Drake stan, fuck your mother.